Hey, Titans! This is Captain Yeet here for you for another Teen Titans episode review. This is going to be Teen Titans Season 3, Episode 10, titled, Can I Keep 'Em? So, let's get into it. So, this episode starts off with a normal day inside the Jump City, and out of nowhere, a gigantic metal bulldog comes rampaging through the city and just messing stuff up. And it's revealed that this metal bulldog is being controlled by Johnny Rancid. Yeah, that random villain from season 2, where that was the episode where the other Robin from the other universe came in. He was a kind of a lame villain. I didn't really like him, but he's controlling this bulldog and he's just wrecking everything up. Starfire comes in and shoots the bulldog down for Starbucks before it hits a mom and her daughter, and then we get this dope shot. Oh, it's not like one clear shot, but it's all the Titans and the camera just pans out. And Robin's like, we're gonna take you down. Johnny Rancid, and Beast Boy says, and your little dog too. That was kind of cool. And right after that, that's when we get the theme song. And the theme song went back to Japanese. Japanese is catching back up a lot this season. Look at this. This is pretty nice. You see, it's not like one big old shot, but it was still pretty cool. Anyway, like I said, the theme song went back to Japanese. And Japanese is really catching back up this season. Last season, not so much, but they're really catching back up. I didn't really count on my fingers, but I think Japanese need one more song. I think 1 or 2 more to catch up to English, and then it'll be back to even again. So we got 3 episodes left. So I guess let's see what happens. We got 3 episodes left this season, so let's see what happens. So right after the theme song, we jump right into the action. They start fighting the bulldog, and the bulldog starts charging in at everybody. Cyborg and Starfire they shoot the Starbolts and the cannon. Is another really cool team shot at the bulldog. It dodges it, and then we get a really cool shot of Raven jumping in front of Raven and We get a really cool shot of Raven jumping in front of Cyborg and Starfire, grabbing 2 cars, throwing them at the bulldog, but the bulldog just busts right through them and hit them. Then Robin, he comes in, and we never seen these weapons before from Robin, but he usually has his bow staff, the metal bow staff he always uses. But this time, here's the cool shot I was talking about. When the attacks didn't work, Raven jumped in and was like, let me try. Now, this is a really cool shot. I like this. Really cool shot. Anyway, the bulldog throws through them. And then Robin, I think they're called batons, right? It's like those weapons that the police had. I know in Gotham Knights, that game that came out, who uses those? Batgirl. She only had 1, but she uses them too. It's like those long sticks, and there's the little part that's poking out. I'll just show you guys here. See, Robin using them. It's those long sticks, and there's a little piece popping out, so you hold them on your forearm like that. He's using those. I've never really seen Robin use these before, but he starts using them on the bulldog, and he's actually doing some decent damage. It doesn't completely beat the bulldog, because the bulldog gets back up and starts rampaging and throws Robin to the side. There was a little adult joke where as soon as it threw Robin to the side, Johnny Rancid started laughing, and he was like, "Oh, Robin, he made you fall right on your..." And then Beast Boy turned into a donkey and kicked him in his chest and went flying. And donkeys are called wild. Anyway, so that little dog joke right there. After that, Cyborg grabs the chain with the bulldog. The bulldog starts dragging him throughout the city. And Starfire looks at Raven and she goes, "Hey, on my home planet, this bulldog thingy will be considered a pet. And what he's doing will be considered playful." And Raven goes, "Okay then, let's play." So she grabs a light pulse, breaks it in half. She goes, "Hey, Fex," throws it to the side, is chasing the light pulse, and then Starfire comes out of nowhere, charges up a huge starbolt, Kabi it, and slices it right down the middle, and the Cyborg destroys whatever's left of it. But that really surprised me. I did not expect that ending. I thought they were just gonna jump it or mash it up. I did not expect Starfire to Kabi it and slice it right down the middle. That was pretty wild. The Cyborg, like I said, just destroys the rest of it, and all the Titans meet back up. And Robin's like, "Beast Boy, wait, Johnny Rancid." He goes, "I thought you had him." And everybody's like, "Oh, great." So they all go back to the Titans Tower, and they go, "Okay, Johnny Rancid's still on the loose. We gotta track him down." And they turn on the lights, and the living room is just trashed. The sofa's bitten into, the controller's bitten into, there's trash everywhere, there's just a bunch of stuff all over the floor and food. And then Starfire's like, "Was there a party?" And then Robin's like, "More like a tornado." He goes, "Okay, I'll track down Johnny Rancid. You guys figure out whatever did this." So everybody's like, okay. Actually, I gotta show something right after this. So Beast Boy, Starfire, Cyborg, and Raven are in the hallway, walking around trying to figure out what they're exactly looking for. And when they're thinking about, what could we be looking for that could have done this, everybody looks at Beast Boy. And he goes, what? Me? I mean, no. Why would I? And then he goes, oh, look guys, I see a tentacle. So Raven and Cyborg run off to see what Beast Boy was talking about. And Beast Boy grabs Starfire, brings her into his room. He goes, Starfire, you gotta help me. You remember back in the day when Killer Moth made all those huge killer moths attack the city, and then he made Robin go on a date with his daughter, and then he didn't want to, and you were mad, and then all this stuff happened, and Robin was sad, and then the killer moths, and then we beat Killer Moth, and that was really cool, and then those killer moth things that were attacking the city turned into those little slug things, and Starfire was like, yes. He goes, well, they told me not to, but I took one home, and I just been keeping it as a pet, and I'm pretty sure he did this. Here's Silky. Now I remember Silky, and in a few different episodes in the past, we've seen Silky in random shots around the tower. Yeah, so I thought I was just trying to be funny, but no, it actually makes us. Beast Boy's been keeping him here since season 2, so that's why we've been seeing Silky in just random shots around the tower. That was pretty good. Number 2, I remember from my childhood. I remember Silky was Starfire's pet specifically. I didn't know Beast Boy had Silky first. I didn't know that. The only thing I remember from my childhood was Silky equals Starfire. And I remember, I think I asked my mom, I was like, what if I had one of these? Would you let me keep it? And I showed her Silky, and she just looked at it. I don't remember what she said, but I specifically remember asking my mom, like, what would she do if I had one of these things? I'm pretty sure I know, because, I mean, Silky does look kind of cute, but he looks kind of nasty too. I'm not gonna friend. Anyway, before we continue, I do want to show you guys one funny scene when Beast Boy was explaining everything. Like a film reel popped up and it showed like different shots of that episode he was trying to explain to Starfire. And it was just kind of funny when Starfire popped up. She was like choking out the kitty. That was pretty funny. And then like the rest of the episode, he explained it like that little film reel. Anyway, he brings out Silky to show to Starfire. And Starfire's like, oh. And he's like, come on, Star, you gotta help me. They're gonna search my room any minute now. You're gonna have to hide it in your rooms. She starts to back up. She goes, I don't know. He goes, come on. It'll just be all a little secret. I don't like to keep secrets from my friend. Come on, I need you. He needs you. Starfire's not really about it, and then she looks down at Silky, and then her eyes start to glow, and she starts to imagine like Silky and her going on a walk, her petting him, taking him out to a picnic, just having a good time with her pet. And she's like, oh, this is cute. You know what? Okay, fine, I'll take it. So she holds Silky. Raven and Cyborg knocks on Beast Boy's door. He like, come on, Starfire, you gotta go. So he pushes her out the window so she can fly. So she flies back into her room. And so now we cut over to Silky inside Starfire's room. And now I can put the towels back on because it's not really well, I forgot about this. When she was imagining like all the scenarios she could do with Silky, for some reason he was graduating from like college to high school. I don't know why. I forgot about that scene. I was just gonna get up too. But let me put the towel on the TV because there's a big section I can talk about without showing anything. Okay, there we go. So, Raven and Cyborg, come into Beast Boy's room. They don't see anything. We cut back over to Starfire inside the room with Silky, and Silky is just crying. And Starfire is trying to figure out exactly what is the matter with Silky. At first, Starfire gets that, I don't have one of these, so I would have brought it as a prop, but it's that wooden roller you use to like roll out dough. She grabs that. She goes, maybe you need a burp. So she starts to roll it on Silky, and he does burp, but he keeps crying. And she can't figure out exactly what's wrong, but then she's like, wait a second. You're hungry. Okay, you're hungry. Let's see. What do Silkies eat? She brings out a ton of different food. He doesn't want any of it. So she's like, okay, I got it. Zoko berries. No, I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying that completely wrong. Zorka berries, my bad. Zorka berries. She goes, Zorka berries. These are like berries from my home planet that taste very good. Nobody can deny Zorka berries. So she gives Silky some Zorka berries. He likes them, and Silky's a he. Silky's a he. So she's like, okay, you can have as many Zorka berries you want. I'm gonna get you a fresh blankie. And once he says that, she gets up, walks over to her window, and starts to rip the curtains off her. Well, she's like carefully taking them off her window as a blanket. Anyway, Silky starts to eat more and more Zoka berries. Eventually, he eats like the whole pot Starfire had. And so when he does that, Silky gets gigantic. Starfire's a bit confused, and then Silky throws up some Zoka berries, and she's like, "Oh, the Zoka berries. I guess my alien food just mutated you further. This is bad. I have to, she was supposed to hide him in the first place from Raven and Cyborg. Now it's going to be even more difficult. Now that he's gigantic, and they're going to come inside the room any moment now." So when she says that, there's a knock on the door. Starfire answers the door. It was just kind of funny how Raven and Cyborg answer the door, because the door slide is open, and then Cyborg's like this. He's just looking in, and Raven's right behind him. Like they're a dynamic duo just walking around. Like these two in a duo for a little bit, which I thought that was so funny. Look at this. Like just soon the door open, Starfire walks out. She goes, "Hey guys, what can I help you with?" And then Raven like, "You're supposed to be helping them looking for the monster thingy that's been trashing the tower. What are you doing? We have to." Oh no, sorry. She says that. Then Cyborg says that we searched this whole tower, top to bottom. We searched everywhere but your room. And at first, Starfire was like, "Oh, you don't need to check my room. My room is really messy right now." They barge in anyway. Her room is like spotless. Silky's gone. And then Cyborg's like, "You call this messy? You got to see Beast Boy's room." Raven notices the curtains because when Cyborg... No, my bad. Like I told you, I forgot to mention, my bad. Starfire was carefully taking off the curtains to make a blankie for Silky. When she turned around and see that Silky got gigantic, she was shocked, so she jumped and she ripped her curtains. And Raven notices this and she goes, "Huh, you had a fight with your curtains?" And Starfire's like, yeah. On my planet, today is Gorb Day, where we are aggressive to our drapery. She was like, "Bump you, curtains!" And like shoot star beams out of her eyes and completely destroy her wall. Completely destroys her wall. Look at this. Like she did the most just to keep Silky at the cover. And Raven's like, "Yeesh, aliens." So Cyborg's like, "Well, okay then, I guess we're gonna have to search top to bottom again to figure out what's going on." She goes, "Yes, I'll be right with you." And Starfire's like, "Okay, where is Silky?" Lifts up her bed, and there's a hole in there. She's like, "Uh-oh." So she goes in the hole. It cuts to later that day, and it's nighttime, and she's searching around the living room for Silky, and Robin catches her, and Starfire gets startled. And Robin's like, "Hey, Starfire, where's the sofa?" And the sofa's gone because Silky ate it. And she goes, "I'm sorry. I don't know what this sofa you're talking about. I gotta go." And she runs out the room. Robin's like, I know part of him like, "Nah, you know what a sofa is. Like, you can't pull that card. You've been here long enough to know what a sofa is." And Chewie's like, "What is going on? Why she run out so fast?" Right after that, we get a montage of Raven and Cyborg looking around the whole tower for Silky. Eventually, Cyborg is in like the, not the basement. He's in like a random room. We have been in this room before, but I don't know what you call it. But he's in that room chilling. He's like, "Man, I don't know what we're looking for, but it's wasting our time." And then Silky's in the ventilation system, and it throws up some more Zoka berries, and it's on Cyborg's head. He's like, "What the?" And then Silky busts through the ceiling, and he falls on Cyborg. Cyborg yells. All the Titans run in there, and they're like, "Whoa, what the heck?" And then Silky ate Cyborg's leg, and everybody starts to fight Silky. It gets to the point to where Raven jumps in. She's finna throw some boxes at Silky, but then Starfire jumps in. She's like, "Wait, no, please, don't hurt him. I'm his core Gordonage." I'm saying that wrong, but she's like, "No, please don't hurt him." And everybody's like, "What?" And Beast Boy's like, "That's Silky? What have you been feeding him?" And then we cut to everybody in the living room, and Starfire goes, "I know he was a giant mutant bug made by the giant evil man Killer Moth, but that doesn't mean he's a bad giant mutant bug." And then Silky just keeps running around the whole tower, just eating everything, eating cabinets, couches, chairs, just eating everything. And Robin looks at Beast Boy. He goes, "Don't look at me. I mean, yeah, I kept him in here, but lying to you guys, but I didn't feed him mutant things that make him gigantic. That's not on me." And he didn't say all that, but basically he's like, "Hey, I didn't feed him that stuff. I didn't make him this huge." He just keeps going around eating everything. And Robin's like, "Look, Starfire, I'm sorry, but he gotta go. Like, he's too big. He's just eating everything in the house." So Starfire, obviously, she's sad. She picks up Silky, brings him super far away to like this random, not rock, but like this random island that's made out of rocks. She goes, Silky, you'll be okay here. And she starts to use her starboats to write something in the ground. And it's like, please be nice to Monster, with a smiley face on it. That was pretty funny. She's like, Silky, I gotta leave you here. The Titan said, I can't keep you. I'm so sorry. Please don't be mad. You have plenty of weird things to eat here. That's what this I was talking about. Yeah, you have plenty of nice things to eat here that's like weird and rocky. We have to go. I have to go now. And she starts to fly away, and Silky reaches out his arm and grabs her leg. And she goes, no, please, Silky, don't make me do this. I have to go. And Silky's hand, and he goes, he doesn't go flying, but he lets go, and he starts crying. And Starfire goes back to the tower. Oh, I have to free up stories. Okay, well, there's not that much left of the episode, so let's get through this. Anyway, the camera pans up to reveal that Killer Moth is on this island. We cut back into the city, and Johnny Ranchet is laughing. We get this dope line from Robin when he says, I don't think this is so funny, Johnny, because you're going to be in jail. And he goes, you guys beat up my pet, but now I got a monster. And he got this gigantic T-Rex, he got this gigantic T-Rex, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Metal machine, basically. Yeah, giant T-Rex machine. That's what I was trying to think of. And we get this dope team shot when all the Titans come up to fight Johnny Ranchet. That was cool. I really like this shot. Anyway, they're trying to fight, but then Silky in a mutated form, here's a dope scene. Silky in a mutated form is out of nowhere and eats Johnny Ranchet and eats the giant Godzilla thing that he just made. And Killer Moth is on top of Silky with a chain around his neck, and he also has a whip. And so all the Titans have to fight Silky in this new gigantic monster form. This is what Silky looks like now. Boom. So, basically, nothing too crazy happens in the fight. They just fight this thing around the city. Killer Moth keeps whipping it, and he says that his name is specifically M19. I guess the coolest things in this is every time Starfire has to jump in the fight, she doesn't because she remembers all the good times she had with Silky, or she's finna get hit by Silky, so somebody has to grab her and pull out the way. There was one specific scene where Raven grabbed a bus, pinned Silky against a wall. It was Starfire now, so she charged up a starbolt, but then she just couldn't do it, and so Killer Moth hit her. Robin does get on top of Silky and fight Killer Moth one-on-one, knocks Killer Moth off, but he's able to get back on. It's not until Starfire actually joins in the fight, because he's like, look, I don't want to hurt Silky, but Silky's hurting my friend, so I'm going to have to hurt Silky. So she jumps up in front of Silky, and she starts to charge up a starboat, and a bunch of starboat energy forms around her like a shield, but then she just does a normal blast. I'm like, what was the point of that? Because at first I thought it was a shockwave move, but no, she just throws one singular starboat at Killer Moth and knocks him off. So I'm like, okay. Then Killer Moth and Silky Killer Moth and Starfire both try to get Silky to come to their side. Starfire like, no, Silky, you're not evil. Come over here, come over here. And then Killer Moth good larva, come to me. I made you laugh. Come to me, larva. And so they keep doing that. Silky looks at Starfire, remembers all the memories with her. Silky looks at Killer Moth, remembers all the memories with him, and gets very confused and doesn't know what to do. And then just blows up. Literally blows up. And all the Zorka berries in his stomach starts to rain down on everybody. Everybody shook whoa. This thing just blew up. What just happened? But then Johnny Ranchet, he's out of it. Here's the cool side I was talking. Looks like a shockwave, but it's just like a normal blast. So I'm like, okay. So Johnny Ranchet, he gets freed. Cyborg gets his leg back. Silky was just setting. That wasn't actually him blowing up. That was just him setting his skin. And then the regular small Silky comes back out. They chain up Killer Moth, chain up Johnny Ranchet. Everybody's Starfire looks at Robin with puppy dog eyes. He's like, oh, okay, you can keep him, but don't feed him any more alien food to make him gigantic. She's like, yay. And then she goes, well, what am I supposed to feed him now? And Silky walks over to all the gut molten Zorka berry of himself, starts to eat it. Everybody's like, ugh. Starfire walks over, gets a piece, eats it. Everybody's like, ugh, what are you doing? She's like, huh? it tastes just like Zoka berries. And so they're both just eating it like crazy. Robin like, shouldn't we stop this? Raven, I mean, we got to get rid of it somehow. Everybody just walks away. And then Starfire and the Silky start to make a heart out of like the Zoka berry guts and shedding skin of it, which is kind of nasty and kind of weird, but that's the end of the episode. Sorry I started to rush through the last part of it because when slow stories pop up, you guys know if you've been a long time viewer, either means you're going to cut me off instantly or it's going to give me a couple more minutes, and it did. So, hey, thank goodness. He's like, okay. Yay! That was funny. And that's the episode. Okay. Oh, actually, let me show you guys their reaction, because that was pretty funny, too. Everybody's like, ugh, what are you doing? Like, what in the world? Anyway, that's the episode. So, like, share, and subscribe. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for being wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right. That was a nice snap, wasn't it? I gotta rewatch that.